In at number 10, we have the ADX Florence in the United States. Known as the Alcatraz of the Rockies, this supermax prison houses some of the most dangerous criminals in the country. With 24-hour solitary confinement and extreme security measures, it's a real-life horror show. Imagine, my dear fright seekers, the most terrifying places on Earth, where the worst of the worst are kept under lock and key. Now that's a real nightmare, isn't it? Tonight, we'll delve into the top 10 toughest prisons in the world. So buckle up, kiddies. It's going to be a horrifying ride. Coming in at number 9, we have La Sabaneta in Venezuela. Overcrowding, violence and disease are the order of the day in this notorious prison. It's a grim reminder of the harsh realities of life behind bars. At number 8, we find ourselves in Syria, at the Tadmor military prison. Known for its brutal conditions and human rights abuses, this prison was so notorious that it was closed down in 2001, only to be reopened in 2011 during the Syrian civil war. Talk about a haunting past. Number 7 takes us to Brazil, to the now closed Carandiru Penitentiary. At its peak, it was the largest prison in South America, infamous for its violence, including the 1992 massacre where 111 prisoners were killed. A chilling tale of chaos and brutality. In at number 6, we have Camp 22 in North Korea. This secretive prison camp is shrouded in mystery, but defectors have reported horrific conditions, including torture, starvation and executions. It's a terrifying glimpse into a hidden world. Halfway there, my dear fright seekers. Number 5 brings us back to the United States, to Rikers Island in New York. This jail complex has a long history of violence and abuse, making it one of the toughest places to do time. At number 4, we have La Santé in France. Despite being located in the heart of Paris, this prison is known for its harsh conditions, including overcrowding, violence and high suicide rates. A stark contrast to the City of Love. Coming in at number 3, we have the infamous Alcatraz Island in the United States. A chilling name that echoes through the annals of criminal history. Situated in the chilly waters of San Francisco Bay, this formidable fortress of justice was home to the incorrigible, the dangerous, and the downright deadly. Picture, if you will, this rocky island, only 22 acres in size but looming large in the American psyche. Its isolated location, over a mile offshore, was its first line of defense. This watery barrier was not just a physical obstacle, but a psychological one too. The notorious currents and frigid temperatures of the bay were enough to douse the fiery escape plans of many an inmate. And let's not forget about the sharks rumoured to patrol these waters, ready to greet any would-be escapee with their razor-sharp teeth. Once you made it past the water, the high security of Alcatraz was a daunting challenge. Guard towers, armed patrols, and state-of-the-art surveillance systems watched over the inmates like spectral overseers. The prison's cell blocks were designed with one goal in mind: containment. Solid steel bars, tool-proof metal, and tamper-proof locks were all part of the Alcatraz experience. At number 2, we have Petak Island in Russia. A chilling name whispered in the chilling winds of the White Lake in Russia. This icy fortress, known to many as the Russian Alcatraz, houses some of the most hardened criminals in the world's largest country. Imagine an island isolated in a vast expanse of water, much like its American counterpart. But rather than the shark-infested waters of the San Francisco Bay, this prison sits in the icy grip of the White Lake. The water here isn't just a physical barrier. It's a bone-chilling, hypothermia-inducing deterrent to anyone foolish enough to attempt an escape. But the lake isn't the only adversary inmates face. The weather here is as harsh and unforgiving as the criminals it contains. Sub-zero temperatures, snowstorms and bitter winds are part and parcel of life on Petak Island. It's Mother Nature's own prison, with her elements serving as the jailers. The prison itself is a fortress of discipline and control. Inmates, many of them murderers, terrorists and gangsters, are kept on a strict regime. And finally, at number 1, we have Gitarama Central Prison in Rwanda. This hell on earth, originally designed to house a mere 400 souls, has been grossly overloaded at times with up to 7,000 inmates. A cautionary tale of human rights gone awry, this is the grim reality for some in the heart of Africa. Let's take a moment to fully comprehend the scale of this overcrowding. Imagine a small apartment, made to comfortably accommodate a single family. Now cram it with nearly 20 times the number of people it was designed for. That's Gitarama Central Prison. Every inch of space is contested, the air heavy with desperation. Such overcrowding has led to conditions that would make even a seasoned horror fan recoil. Sanitation is a mere afterthought, with disease running rampant in the tight, unsanitary quarters. In this living nightmare, survival becomes a daily struggle, and death is an all-too-familiar companion. The prison is the setting of unimaginable human suffering. Many inmates are forced to stand day and night due to lack of space, their feet slowly decaying as they stand in human waste. Food is scarce, leading to starvation and, at its worst, reports of cannibalism. But perhaps the most horrifying aspect is the dehumanization. Inmates are not treated as humans, but are reduced to mere numbers, forced to endure conditions that defy our understanding of human rights. It's a chilling reminder of the depths to which humanity can sink. So, my dear ghouls, as we reach the end of our journey into the heart of darkness, remember Gitarama Central Prison. It stands as a horrifying monument to human cruelty and suffering, a place that even nightmares would fear to tread. Always remember, real monsters are not lurking under your bed or hiding in your closet. They walk among us, sometimes hidden in the guise of human indifference and cruelty. Quite a sobering thought, isn't it? And there you have it, my dear ghouls, the top 10 toughest prisons in the world. Remember, not everything is as it seems, and sometimes the world can be a real scream.